Now, as I stated here at the Oriskany battlefield, General Herkimer was shot in his left leg below the knee, was mangled up so bad they had to drag him out, get him up to a place where he would be cool. Now, there's a grove of beech trees right here. Now, these are maple trees right now. They're planted here, maple tree there, but there is a marker here that says, near this spot stood the beech tree which during the Battle of Oriskany sheltered the wounded General Herkimer while he gave orders that made Saratoga possible and decided the fate of the nation. Our nation. Placed here by the Oriskany chapter of the DAR, the Daughters of the American Revolution, in 1912. So it was a beech tree he was leaned against here, and he directed the battle. You see that famous painting of him pointing, giving orders to his subordinates. Take this here, go here. Well, eventually the battle started to turn, and even Joseph Brant knew it was going bad. So Joseph Brant hollered out order, Susquehanna, retreat. About this time here, German Palatine Nicholas Herkimer said, retreat, retreat, in his broken English. And as they started the evacuation, he told them, leave me here until you get all of the wounded off of the ground. He let all his men be taken, the wounded, taken off the ground, taken back. Mohawk River is that way about a mile, onto the Mohawk River, taken back down, actually to Herkimer's home. But while he was waiting here, it was 6 hours. And during that time, he continued to direct the battle, direct his men, continued to be the leader that he was. And the Oneida Indians, when they took the wounded back, they formed columns alongside the wounded. We're going to start walking back toward the obelisk here. Started forming columns to protect the wounded from any other further ambushes. And they sent scouts out to make sure there were no ambushes going to happen. So the Oneida Indians were very instrumental. The Oneidas and the Tuscaroras, but especially the Oneidas, were very instrumental of this battle being won by the colonists, by the Patriots. And because of this battle, it froze up Burgoyne attacking Albany with his 3 forces. He had one coming up from New York City, one coming out from the western part of the state, and another column. And this stopped that from being attacking on Albany. This battle, Herkimer's leadership, won ultimately the Battle of Saratoga, which was surrendered by the English. And even though this was an early war battle, 1777, the war didn't end until 1783, this was instrumental in not allowing New York to be cut off from the other colonies, not being cut off from the Hudson River and the Mohawk River here, which were so instrumental in getting goods and supplies to the colonies. So Honore and his wife, 2 kettles together, General Herkimer and his men from Tryon County, in the middle of New York State, Palatine Germans, most of them. Most of the people on this battlefield did not speak a word of good English. It was either broken English through German, or it was Iroquois, and it was French spoken on the British side. So there wasn't a whole lot of English given on this site. Now we're coming up on the obelisk here, and we're going to go down in the back behind here for one of our last viewings in our videos here of the Battle of Oriskany.